Hello, my name is Metin Karagozola. Today I will be talking about the St. Nicholas Church. Firstly, I will start from this picture in front. I know I haven't entered yet, but this picture shows 12 men up on here. It comes from the Last Supper because it's the same portrait. It comes on say it's a similar story of the portrait that you know of the 12, the Last Supper. Here, Jesus is giving out the wine and the bread. All of the people, except for one of them, are looking towards Jesus, and the other one is bending down. That is one of the people, that is the person that assassinated Jesus from here. So now I will be starting my project. Who is Saint Nicholas? Man and the legend. Saint Nicholas is the historical origin of the Santa Claus figure in today's popular culture. However, in reality, he was not a resident of the North Pole, but a man of Anatolia from Antalya, Turkey. He was born in 270 AD in the city of Patara, near present-day Kash, which was the capital of the Lycians. He was the son of a wealthy wheat merchant. Instead of using the vast inheritance from his family for his own luxury, he chose to distribute among the poor, orphans, and those in need. His most notable trait was performing these acts of charity in secret, like at night time, so as not to hurt the dignity of the recipients. His title, at a young age, he was elected the Bishop of Myra. He is recognized as the patron saint of sailors, children, and young women. He passed away on December 6th, 343 AD, and every year they come together at this church for a ritual on his death day. St. Nicholas Church. After St. Nicholas passed away, the tomb of Mira built this church over his tomb in his memory. When was it built? Although the foundations of the first structure were laid shortly after the saint's death, the 4th century, most of the structure we see today was built in the 6th century during the reign of Emperor Justinian. The development periods, damaged by Arab raids and earthquakes in the 8th century and 9th centuries, it was expanded into a larger complex each time. It is one of the best preserved examples of the Byzantine architecture. It underwent a major renovation during the reign of Russian Tsar Nicholas I. The current bell tower and certain additions were made during this period. The significance. The church was a very important pilgrimage center for Christians throughout the Middle Ages. It is currently on the UNESCO World Heritage Census list. And the best part, the famous stories and the legends of Saint Nicholas. There's two stories and the abduction of the bones. I will be telling you all of it in a minute. The story of the three sisters and the chimney. This is one of the most famous legends underneath his name. A once wealthy man living in Patara falls in poverty. He cannot afford dowries for his three daughters and fears he will have to sell them into slavery. Hearing this, Nicholas secretly throws a bag of gold through the window of the house at night. The first two daughters get married this way. When he returns for the third daughter and finds the window closed, he drops the bag of gold down the chimney. It is rumored that one of the bags fell in a stocking hung by the fire to dry. This is the origin of the Christmas stocking traditions. And then, when we come to the rescuing the sailors, there's a bit of difference of this one. I will explain here. During the fierce storm, a ship is about to sink, and the sailor prays to Nicholas. Suddenly, Nicholas appears on the ship, takes control of the helm, calms the storm, and brings the ship safely to the port. This is why many churches in port cities around the world are named after him. But there's a difference in this one that I heard. Saint Nicholas was already on the boat, and Satan came onto the boat, trying to drown the boat directly. Even one of the crew members went up on the pole to, I don't remember what it was for to do, and the Satan came as a figure in front of him and pushed him down, and that man died there. And then after that, he kept on reading the Bible, doing stuff, and the storm and everything went away, and they went back to the port. This is the second story I heard about it, at least. And the sad ending, the abduction of his bones. In 1087, merchants, same as pirates, from the city of Bari, Italy, broke into St. Nicholas' tomb, stole his bones, and took them to Bari. Today, most of his remains are in Italy, some are in Antalya Museum, and his empty sarcophagus remains in this church in Demre. This was my St. Nicholas and St. Nicholas Church presentation. I hope you liked it.